The 21-day EFT for weight loss tapping challenge. Day 12, thyroid harmony through voice. Welcome to our EFT technique sessions dedicated to a unique and empowering theme, thyroid harmony through voice. The thyroid gland, small yet mighty, plays a crucial role in our body's metabolism, energy regulations, and overall well-being. Interestingly, the thyroid issues can arise when we suppress our voices, fail to express our truths, or neglect our personal needs and boundaries. Through EFT tapping, we aim to address the layers of silence, the unspoken words, and perhaps even the suppressed emotions that has been stored not just in our minds, but metamorphically in the thyroid itself. By tapping on specific meridian points, while focusing on these emotional aspects, we can help to soothe the nervous system, reduce stress, and promote a flow of energy that supports thyroid health. First, using the scale from 0 to 10, pick a number that matches how strongly you believe that you suppress your truth, keep painful secrets, are afraid to speak up or tell anyone about. Events from the past, or how do you truly feel and think about things in your life? 10 being the strongest. Remember that we ideally want to tap onto this issue until the number drops to somewhere from 0 to 3. Even if you don't get it all the way to 0 today, you may find that the remaining energetic residue works its way out after a sleep cycle. Once you have done your number, start by tapping on the karate chop point on the side of your hand and say the following out loud. Despite grappling with weight challenges linked to my thyroid condition, I fully embrace who I am, offering myself love and forgiveness. Amidst the struggle associated with thyroid-induced weight concerns, I hold myself in unconditional acceptance, nurturing love, and self-forgiveness within me. Facing the difficulties of thyroid-influenced obesity, I stand in self-acceptance, enveloped in love, and granting myself forgiveness. Take a pause and take a deep breath and continue tapping around the face and body, starting with the point at the start of one or both the eyebrows. As you tap on the eyebrow point, my body's extra weight stems from a compromised thyroid function. Tap on the side of the eyes. The additional pounds I carry are due to my metabolic rate slowing linked to my inactive thyroid. Tapped under the eyes. My body's weight gain is tied to my thyroid's battle. Tap under the nose. My thyroid isn't functioning as it should. Tap on the chin. My thyroid struggles to fulfill its role. Tap on the collarbone. It lacks the strength to perform its duties. Tapping under the arms. It's weakened and not performing optimally. Tap on the top of the head. It's overwhelmed by its responsibilities. Tapping on eyebrow point. Communication to my hypothalamus is failing. Side of the eyes. Its necessary signals are going unnoticed. Under the eyes. It mirrors how my voice went unheard. Tap on the nose. My words were trapped, unable to emerge. Tapping on the chin. Words froze before they could leave my lips. Tap on the collarbone. Emotional scars and silence lodged into my throat. Tap under the armpit. Silence was my refuge, a means to safety. Tap on the top of the head. Speaking out was fraught with danger. Tap on the eyebrow point. Those days are behind me. Side of the eyes. Now it's safe for me to voice my truth. Tap on the under eyes. Now releasing old wounds and truth is secure. Under the nose, expressing my authenticity is safe today. Tap on chin. Endurance came through silence, through yielding. Tap on the collarbone. Survival meant staying quiet, submissive. Under the armpit, quietness and compliances were my shield. Tap on the top of the head. Through silence and submissions, I found safety. Tap on the eyebrow point. In silence and submissions, I found protection. Side of the eyes, survival demanded silence and healing. Under the eye, I kept silent, enduring silent. Under the nose, I safeguard secrets to keep us safe. On the chin point, survival dictated silence. Collarbone, I internalized the trauma. Under the armpit, the trauma was buried deep within me. On the top of the head, silence was my survival strategy. Eyebrow point, silence was my means of preservation. Side of the eyes, silence and invisibility became my learned survival tactics. Under the eye, staying unnoticed, keeping my head down. Under the nose, avoiding attention at all cost. Tapping on the chin, my suffering went unnoticed. Collarbone, my anguish was overlooked. Under the arms, silence was a shield for myself and my loved ones. Tapping on the top of the head, speaking up meant risking everything. Eyebrow point, speaking out was difficult. Side of the eyes, to move my pain was to invite danger. Under the eyes, voicing brought severe consequences. Under the nose, submission was the key to safety. Tapping on the chin, submission was necessity for protection. Tap on the collarbone, a part of me carries shame for remaining silent. Under the armpit, yet how can I bear shame for actions taken to survive? On the top of the head, my actions were born out of the need to endure. Tapping on the eyebrow point, I'm suppressed the hurt, pushing it down to the deep of my throat. Side of the eyes, food became a tool to bury the discomfort further. Under the eyes, the added weight served as my hiding place. Under the nose, I constructed a fortress of weight for protection. Tapping on the chin, hidden away it felt safer. Tapping on the collarbone, being unheard, unseen was the goal. Tap under the armpit, invisibility was my cloak. Tap on the top of the head, silence was my guard. Tapping on the eyebrow point, my silence was absolute. Tapping at the side of the eyes, I concealed my anguish. Under the eyes, my suffering remained invisible. Under the nose, the joy in my pain meant more silence. Tapping on the chin, I refused to let them relish in my agony. Tapping on the collarbone, my tears wouldn't show the impact of their actions. Under the armpit, I wouldn't grant them the pleasure of seeing the hurt. Top of the head, thus my silence was permanent. Pause for a moment, close your eyes and take a long deep inhale and exhale through the mouth. Give yourself a couple of seconds to consider anything that came up while tapping. Any old memories, grudges, emotions. If you want to pause the video, just tap on anything else for as long as you need to and then continue. Tapping on the eyebrow point, can you blame me for concealing my distress? Side of the eyes, it is surprising I choose silence over exposure. Under the eyes, danger loomed everywhere. Under the nose, it was a constant presence. Tapping on the chin, lowering my guard wasn't an option. Tapping on the collarbone, always had to maintain the facade. Under the armpit, the mantra was to smile, comply, and keep quiet. Top of the head, that's a good girl. Tapping on the eyebrow, those days are behind me now. Side of the eyes, silence is no longer my refuge. Under the eyes, I'm ready to voice my truth loudly. Under the nose, the threats have completely dissipated. Tapping on the chin, any perceived danger has lost its power. Tapping on the collarbone, now it's safe for me to express myself. Under the armpit, it saves for my voice to be acknowledged. Top of the head, now speaking my truth is safe. Eyebrow point, I'm summon all the trauma affecting my thyroid to come forward. Side of the eyes, calling up all the lingering pain in my body affecting thyroid function. Under the eyes, every bit of unresolved distress. Under the nose, no matter where it resides within me. Tapping on the chin, I invite it now to be processed and let go. Collarbone, summoning every part of unresolved hurt from my life. Under the armpit, ready to let it go now. Stand up and shaking my body. Top of the head, I invoke all the buried pain from my mother's lineage. Eyebrow point, to be liberated now. Stand up and shake your body to release. Tapping on the side of your eyes, bringing forth all hidden wounds from my grandmother's story. Tapping under the eyes, setting it free now. Just shake it all off. Under the nose, this thyroid issue has lingered for too long. Tapping on the chin, is healing still within reach? Collarbone, has it been part of me for too long? Under the arm, I am destined to live with this thyroid condition. Top of the head, and the weight that tags along with it. Eyebrow point, perhaps I'm not bound by these conditions. Side of the eyes, it's possible my thyroid can fully recover. Under the eyes, it might be achievable for my thyroid to regain full health. Under the nose, speaking my truth is vital to this healing journey. Chin, it's significant step towards wellness. Collarbone, my thyroid perhaps is just waiting my voices written. Under the armpit, ready for me to reclaim my power of expression. Top of the head, I choose to cherish and support my thyroid. Eyebrow point, I nourish my thyroid with healing foods and herbal remedies. Side of the eyes, I steer clear of anything that might harm it, like sugar, gluten, and processed food. Under the eyes, I hold faith that my thyroid can operate perfectly. Under the nose, I embrace the feeling of a full functional, vibrant thyroid. Tapping on the chin, a thyroid thriving at its best. Collarbone, I open myself to the possibility of healing wonders. Under the armpit, I am receptive to the miraculous transformation for my thyroid. Top of the head, thyroid, you are valued and appreciated for all that you do to me. Pause for a moment, close your eyes and take a long, slow inhale and slowly exhale. If you feel called to continue tapping positive affirmations, take some time to do that until you feel finished. A good sign of being finished is when you naturally want to take some extra deep breaths or if you yawn. When you're bringing the session to an end, tap on the right edge of the fingernails of left hand one by one and say, as you tap on the thumbnail. Within me, there exists an understanding of how to restore my thyroid to full functionality. Tapping on the index, this knowledge is currently being shared with me, every part of me. Tapping on the middle finger, the exchange of this vital wisdom is unfolding. Tapping on the ring, smoothly and with a sense of peace. Tap on the little finger, the sharing of this insight is now finalized. Now, with this eyes closed, cross your hands over your chest, take a deep breath and say transform. In your mind's eye, imagine this new knowledge pouring into every cell of your physical and energetic bodies until your whole being vibrates with this new frequency. Take the time to visualize this happening. Watch as every cell of your body absorbs and reflects this new information. Watch your cell release the old patterns and witness the new choices being encoded into your DNA. Now slowly open your eyes onto a world in which you are no longer afraid to speak your truth. Well done. Day 12 is complete. Go back to the number you had at the start of this session and see if it has shifted. If not, keep tapping on whatever comes up for you. If you feel called to do so, repeat the script as often as you feel is helpful and tap on anything that comes up as a result, especially those memories, emotions, and aha moments. And I'll see you on day 13.